The Baltic Sea is no longer a neutral buffer zone. It has officially become a strategic choke point on the brink of absolute militarization. On May 19, 2026, Stockholm abandoned decades of its traditional coastal defense doctrine to secure a $4.25 billion deal for 4 French FDI naval frigates, newly designated as the Lulea class. This is not a routine procurement. It is an emergency geopolitical maneuver. With Russia's Baltic fleet aggressively expanding its hybrid warfare operations across the region through anti-access area denial bubbles, underwater cable sabotage, and widespread GPS jamming, Sweden has realized its stealth Visby corvettes can no longer hold the line alone. Facing an existential threat to its maritime lifelines, Stockholm has chosen to deploy the ultimate French shield. But can this sudden naval expansion truly lock down the Baltic, or has Sweden just painted a massive target on its own back? This historic transition directly dismantles Sweden's long-standing maritime posture. For the first time since the Cold War, the Royal Swedish Navy is transitioning from a shallow water force into a blue water combatant capable of regional power projection. The strategic island of Gotland, often described as NATO unsinkable aircraft carrier, will now be protected by a mobile, digitally integrated air defense network. By choosing a production-ready French design over unproven blueprints, Sweden is rapidly building a multinational gallow to contain Russian naval maneuvers out of Kaliningrad and St. Petersburg. Before we go on, do you think this massive naval deal will permanently deter regional aggression, or will it only accelerate the path toward an open conflict? Hit that subscribe button to join our global defense community, and tell me where you are watching from. At the absolute core of this strategic escalation lies a 4,500-ton digital warship engineered to seize control of contested waters. By anchoring the Lulea class program to the French FDI platform, the Royal Swedish Navy is deploying a combatant that consolidates multi-domain sensor networks into a single hull. The primary sensory organ of this vessel is the Thales Sea Fire active electronically scanned array radar. Operating with 4 fixed panels mounted on a central mast, this system eliminates mechanical rotation delays, creating an unbroken 360-degree radar envelope capable of tracking 800 airborne contacts simultaneously. On the tactical map, this diagnostic power translates to a continuous shield over the entire Baltic proper, illuminating everything from low-flying sea-skimming cruise missiles to low-observable drone swarms. This radar matrix feeds directly into a 32-cell Sylver A50 vertical launching system packed with devastating interception capabilities. For long-range engagements, the vessel deploys the Aster 30 Block 1NT missile. Armed with an active radio frequency seeker operating in the car band, this interceptor shatters the standard parameters of naval air defense by engaging maneuvering ballistic missiles up to 150 kilometers away. This creates a highly mobile defensive umbrella equivalent to a land-based Patriot battery, capable of neutralizing land attack threats before they cross the coastline. To defeat saturated swarm attacks, the vessel interlocks these long-range vectors with the Kama missile configuration, stacking multiple point defense interceptors within the same vertical launch space. For offensive maritime strikes, the platform integrates 8 launchers for the indigenous Saab RBS15 Mk4 Gungnir cruise missile. This weapon extends the Swedish strike range beyond 300 kilometers, utilizing a composite active radar and infrared seeker to navigate complex littoral geography and execute erratic terminal maneuvers that exploit weaknesses in hostile close-in weapon systems. Rather than pioneering an unproven domestic hull design, Stockholm prioritized rapid operational integration. The FDI architecture is a hot production line currently delivering ships to France and Greece. This pragmatic acquisition strategy guarantees that Sweden will insert an advanced anti-submarine and anti-ballistic missile capability directly into the regional theater by the target date of 2030. But as these complex automated systems prepare to merge, does this hardware integration create a single point of failure that a sophisticated digital adversary could exploit? The deployment of these digital warships rapidly reshapes the geopolitical architecture of Northern Europe, turning a vulnerable maritime flank into an unyielding bastion. By stationing 4 advanced combatants across the Baltic Sea, NATO establishes a highly dense anti-access area denial envelope that overlaps directly with crucial maritime lanes. On the operational map, the long-range interception perimeter of the Aster 30 Block 1NT missile system projects a protective canopy over the Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. This dynamic shield effectively neutralizes the threat of theater ballistic missiles launched from the Russian mainland, ensuring that Allied reinforcement corridors remain open during a major crisis. When operating alongside the new Finnish Pohjanmaa-class corvettes and Sweden's own formidable submarine fleet, these vessels complete a multi-domain grid around any hostile naval surface maneuvers. This dramatic shift in regional sea control draws immense praise from Brussels and Washington. By building a robust European anti-ballistic missile architecture, Sweden and France significantly alleviate the operational strain on the United States Navy. The Pentagon can now decrease the constant deployment of its own Arleigh Burke-class Aegis destroyers in European waters, freeing up valuable surface combatants to redeploy to the highly volatile Indo-Pacific theater under the Western strategic rebalance. Meanwhile, the response from Moscow is characterized by heightened asymmetric posturing. Facing the reality of being tactically contained within its bases at Kronstadt and Kaliningrad, the Russian Defense Ministry has accelerated its hybrid warfare operations, utilizing advanced land-based electronic warfare systems like the Krasokha to target regional satellite navigation. As the naval balance of power swings decisively toward Western integration, will this aggressive containment strategy successfully enforce regional stability, or will it provoke a dangerous escalation that extends far beyond the confines of the Baltic theater? Behind the technological bravado of this naval expansion lies a profound integration dilemma that could disrupt the entire Northern European defense architecture. While the blending of French digital systems and Swedish firepower looks flawless on paper, military scientists warn of a hidden vulnerability known as system integration latency. Forcing the French SETI's combat management software to process data streams from Swedish Giraffe radars and calculate complex firing solutions for the RBS15 Mk4 Gungnir missile in real time is an unprecedented software engineering challenge. A delay of even a few milliseconds during a high-intensity supersonic saturation attack could render a $1 billion warship completely defenseless. Furthermore, navigating a 4,500-ton combatant with a 5-meter draft through the shallow, rocky, and tightly confined archipelagos of the Baltic Sea fundamentally strips away the traditional shallow water stealth advantages once enjoyed by smaller Swedish vessels. The ultimate lesson of this defense pact is that in the modern threat environment, operational speed supersedes total technological sovereignty. Facing immediate pressure from Russia's modern hybrid warfare tactics, Sweden chose to sacrifice a fully domestic hull design to leverage an active, hot French production line. This pragmatic shift establishes a critical precedent for global maritime strategy, proving that mid-sized powers must prioritize rapid multi-domain integration over industrial isolationism to maintain a credible deterrent. However, with the first vessel not scheduled for deployment until 2030, a dangerous strategic window remains wide open for exploitation. As Russia observes this upcoming encirclement, the Kremlin will undoubtedly mobilize its most silent underwater assets to test the perimeter before the new Allied shield is fully forged. If a localized crisis erupts tomorrow, can Sweden's current fleet bridge the gap, or will the Baltic mutate into an uncontrollable flashpoint before these digital hulls ever touch the water? Share your strategic analysis in the comments below.